right, y'all, you know what time it is. We are here on AMPS TV, baby. We are at the Indiana Grand Casino for an event that is being held for wounded warriors. Now, this gentleman beside me, I know a lot of you know who he is. This brother has been getting it in when it comes to the comedy world. If you follow comedy, you know Mr. Juan. Juan has done the chillin' circuit, the white folk circuit, the Mexican circuit. This brother just in some circuitry up in here. Now, tamale, not the tamale too. Now, here's my thing. This man is here in Indianapolis, Indiana, to share his talent to benefit the wounded warriors. So right now, I'm going to give you a big up in here just for doing that. Welcome to AMPS TV, Juan.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited and that's cool. Only Juan. That was perfect because a lot of people mess up my last name.
Well, you said we tackled all that before we got on the air, so I knew better. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let you spit your own last name out, and then that way it's pronounced correctly. So for those who don't know your full identity, please fill them in.
Okay. It's Juan Villareal, but I made it easy for my fans. Just go to onlyjuan.com. Onlyjuan.com. That's because as soon as I did that, I made like 100,000 new friends. So
smart move. Now listen, Juan, what is it that made you decide that you wanted to give your talents to such an event like this to help out the wounded warriors and their families?
Well, I was in the Army as well. I was a 94 Bravo. I was 17. That was about 30 years ago. But I took my basic in Fort Jackson, South Carolina. So, I get to travel this country, and like I was telling other people, I get to travel and play golf, and then when I landed at the airport, the limo guy was there, and all of this is because of our military, and I don't take nothing for granted. So that's why I do several organizations, and I'll never say no to my military, never.
How many of you all out there saying no to your military? Well, tonight we're going to bring you a lot of aspects from what's going on in this event here at the Indiana Grand Racing and Casino in Indianapolis, Indiana. And this is all to benefit the wounded warriors, those who are making it where you can get out there. Now, tell me, Juan, do you have specific jokes geared directly for military? You know, we can go out in the civilian land and talk about, whatever, the tamale was hot, whatever. But when you're dealing with military folks, some of them got some stuff going on. So you have to come at them in a different way because they're not civilians anymore. They've seen some things and gone through some things that we haven't experienced. So do you have specific comedy style that you use just for military personnel? Or is yours just universal?
Yeah, it's universal, but I do throw in a few military jokes because I got a couple of Article 15s when I was in the military. I got in trouble. So when you're in the military base and you talk about Article 15, they feel like, oh, okay. I had KP before. I messed up.
Listen up, man. This is a great thing to all the soldiers, the wounded soldiers, the veterans. We love you. I don't ever take one day for granted in this country. I travel, I go all over the country. I do a lot of stuff for the military because they give us life and all the freedoms and liberties we have.
Okay, for those you don't know, that means he was doing some things he had no business when he got an Article 15.
I got caught with 4 Oreos. You're not supposed to have Oreos during basic, and I had to do KP, that's kitchen patrol, so that's what I did, for 4 Oreos.
Oh my goodness. All right, so Juan, you're here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Now, when was the last time that you visited this city?
Actually, I did a show here about 2 months ago, and before that was 2 months prior to that with Lunel. We both did this.
Lunel.
Yeah. So I've been coming here a lot for the last 20 years.
Okay, so a lot of times we have had well-known comics come to Indianapolis, Indiana and do the main arenas. Yeah. And actually have gotten heckled. Have you ever experienced such a thing here in Indianapolis, Indiana?
No, because I don't experience that nowhere because I talk and you just sit back like I don't need nobody heckling me because some comics want that, some comics don't want that, but when you see me on stage, I don't give time for people to heckle me. Like I just keep going. And it just keeps going and flowing, and people try to heckle me. They're like, forget it, man. He doesn't shut up. He just keeps talking. So they don't really have time to heckle me.
All right, so you newbie comics out there that want to come up and be where this man is at, learn tricks of the trade because it's going to happen no matter who you are in your craft. It will happen.
You have the mic. You have the mic. So remember that.
Learn.
You see, and I'm a headliner now, so I have a little bit more clout on stage, so I get to say stuff like, dude, listen, I know you're having fun, but settle down. Because people do try to scream out every now and then, and I'm like, I have the mic. I'm like, hey, fucker, they came to see me, not you. You can chill. And they still keep going. I said, look, let me show you how badass I am. Watch this. I'm going to say one word. Security. That's it. Problem solved. Oh, we hear a couple on the way out.
Right.
And
The
then-
show must go on.
Yeah.
Well, being one that you've been in the game so long, could you enlighten maybe some youngster out there that's trying to follow this world of comedy?
Yeah, you know, they always say, try to be original. It's really hard because no matter what you've talked about, I mean, I've been doing this for 22 years, so it's really hard to be original, be creative, and use your ingenuity, but just have fun, enjoy yourself, and the camaraderie, that's the thing. You got to hang out with good people. Stay away from all that negative stuff. Oh, he's stealing. Oh, he's doing this. Don't get caught up in that mess. Just do your thing and stay with positive people and keep working hard and things will happen. Just like they did for me. It just happened. I passed up a lot of people, but I wasn't caught up in that mix where comics have their little cliques or little groups and stuff, and I don't do that. That's why that song, No New Friends, is cool for some people, but not for me because I love to make new friends all over America. So make friends, have fun, always respect the crowd, respect the stage, respect the time, and respect your headliner, and you'll be okay, bro. And just stay away from all that bullshit.
Yeah, you can say that on Amps TV. Stay away from the bullshit.
Oh, really? You can say that?
I guess you could.
Oh, man, look, fucker, stay away from all that bullshit. Because, dude, all this is going to cause you is drama. You're not going to win. So just, you know what I mean? Just let your set talk for yourself. Just go on stage and kick some ass, and then them fuckers can just keep talking. Like right now, this fucker's talking about me. Look where I'm at.
All right.
That's right.
He's giving you the truth today, ladies and gentlemen. Juan, I want to thank you so much for taking your time out to speak with us here. I can't wait to see his set on stage. We're once again here at the Indianapolis, Indiana Grand Racing and Casino for an event for the soldiers to help their youth, their spouses, and themselves.
I popped my gun up and then the brick came in through the window and then the guacamole, and that's what did it. I thought it was her. So here I am thinking I'm all tough, but when that happens at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, this is what I did. I'm like, no, give me the NyQuil, she's outside, give me the NyQuil. No, she comes to the hood, she's outside. Give me the cherry kind, give me the cherry kind. Now people usually laugh at that, but okay, fuckers, you go ahead. Because there's no more scary movies, man, there's none. There's not movies like The Exorcist. They try to scare me with The Ring. Like, you gotta go see The Ring. It's just like The Exorcist. It's scary. I'm like, look, dude, I grew up in the hood, and it's really tough in there, so I don't think that's gonna scare me. No, this is a scary movie. And I went to go see The Ring. Got back home. My buddy's like, hey, did it scare you? I'm like, no. Because that movie was scary. It didn't scare you? I'm like, no. Like, dude, it's a little girl. She gives you a videotape, you watch it, and then she calls you. She gives you a warning, 7 days. And white people, that would scare you. That scares white people, 7 days. Oh! I grew up in the hood. Like, you can't scare a Mexican from the hood with a phone call that says 7 days. 7 days, my dad would have been, hey, who's this? Where's your mom, little girl? Don't be calling my house. I got caller ID, I know where you live. I told my dad, we ain't got no caller ID. I know, but she don't know that. Go to your room, The Exorcist is coming. I'm 35, Dad. I ain't scared of her no more.
Thank you.
My buddy was like, you know what? You know why it wasn't scary? Because, I'm like, dude, because I grew up in the hood. And she calls you. 7 days. Like, you want to scare a Mexican or a black guy from the hood? Let the landlord call, say, you got 7 days, pay that rent. Like, oh. Man, we about to get evicted. Again. My buddy was like, man, that would have scared. Like, no, dude. He goes, if you were a kid, that movie would have scared you. I'm like, no, because when I was a kid in the 70s, we had a 13-inch TV. And that's how this little girl kills people. She pops out of the TV and she kills people. Well, a 13-inch TV, she can't pop out of that one. She's gonna have to squeeze out that TV. That's gonna take 2 or 3 minutes right there. My dad would have been standing there because in front of the TV we had a little carpet. Where my towel go? In front of the TV we had a little piece of carpet that was about this big. It cost $25 that nobody could look at or step on or walk by or nothing. So if you think my dad's gonna let some little white girl come in with her feet all muddy and wet And that, Duna, you're sadly mistaken. Said my dad would have been done to. Look at this, mijo, look at her. Look at her feet, look at my carpet, man. She's been, no. Let her get all the way out. Let her get all the way out. Come on, little girl, come on. As soon as she would have hit the carpet, my dad would have got the bell. Hey, look at my carpet, look at my carpet. Why? She would have jumped right back at that to you. And hey, change the channel, mijo. Because parents in the 70s never changed channels. That's what we were for. Yep, I was a remote. I could be outside playing. Hey, Juan! Your dad's calling you. I'll be right back. And I'll run all the way half the block and, what's up, Dad? Hey, put on channel 13. Damn! I'll put on 13, my dad be like, no. I already saw that. Put on channel 11. Man, Dad, this is ridiculous. And then he would get that crazy channel. Hey, mijo, you know what? Put it on channel 39. And I'm from Houston, Texas. To get to channel 39, back in the day, the TV came with 2 knobs. Well, to get to channel 39, you had to use both of them. You had to put the bottom one on UF, and then they were like, I'm on 22, Dad. Our kids, man, they don't do that. And you know, like I said, we grew up poor. We were poor. My mom was a very clean lady. She was a clean lady, but when you're poor, you're gonna have poor problems. Like we had roaches. We had roaches, and we did. I used to get up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and turn the light on because I was thirsty, and I would look in the kitchen, there'd be like 1,000,000 roaches. Not 300,000, 900, 1,000,000. Like 1,000,000 roaches. I would turn on the light, there'd be 1,000,000 roaches. And then I'd go like this, and then they were all gone. I'm like, what the hell? They were hiding behind the salt shaker, and you just see a little hair sticking up like that. And I grabbed the Kool-Aid. There was 3 baby roaches floating on the Kool-Aid. Yeah, that's what I did. I'm a little kid. I grabbed the Kool-Aid. I threw it away. I closed the refrigerator. My dad, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm saving the family. It was contaminated. He's like, what do you mean? I said, there was roaches in the Kool-Aid, Dad. And this threw me off. And my dad goes, how many? I'm laughing now, but back then I was like, does it even matter? How many? I'm like, there was 3, Dad. The big ones? The ones that fly and scare everybody? I'm like, no, Dad, these weren't the big ones, they don't fly. The medium roaches? I'm like, nope. He said, what do you mean? Like, Dad, there was 3 baby roaches on the Kool-Aid. And you throw away a whole pitcher of Kool-Aid? For 3 baby roaches, mijo? That's a whole cup of sugar. You can't just get the spoon like that 3 times. 1, 2, 3, yeah? Go to your room. And I'm going to my room, and then my dad says something really crazy. He goes, you act like you've never eaten a roast before. And I walk into my room, and I heard that. I turn around like, whoa, what does that mean? What do you mean, Dad? Hey, mijo, you like Raisin Bran? I'm like, yeah? Mijo, you really think those are all raisins? You never seen a raisin with a little pelito like that? Like, yeah. I was a little kid. I'm 47. To this day, when I eat Raisin Bran, I can't even look at the cereal. I gotta go up, my kids say, why do you eat cereal like that? Because your popo's a bad guy, don't even worry about it. I see the light, bro. Bad, who's a bad guy? Oh, you know what, by the way, I'm a grandfather. I'm a grandpa. And I started out kind of young, whatever, but no, you don't have to clap, that's not something to clap about, it makes you feel bad sometimes. Sometimes I meet a girl, what's that? Who's that? Is that your daughter? Like, that's my granddaughter. That's my son over there, he's 27. Yeah, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay to be a grandpa at this age. Because I get to play with my grandkids. We've been kicked out of a whole bunch of McDonald's and Chuck E. Cheese. Because I'm in there throwing little kids around and just having fun, throwing balls at them. And, you know, little kids throw balls like that. I was like, But I'm a grandpa. And I get to play with my kids. My grandpas were old. In the 70s, I don't know how your grandpas were, but all the papas and mamas were old. My grandpa couldn't play with me. My grandpa would try and chase me. I'm gonna get you. Here I come. You better run. I would look at him and just go, oh, you're turning on me. And you know what's the sad thing about getting old? That we gotta keep up with all this technology. And it's really, really hard to do. You know, it's really hard. They even call our phones smartphones. Like, dude, are you serious? Like, I went to go buy a phone, like, do you want a smartphone? Like, I think that's a dumb question. Like, I'm a comedian, I like to have fun. Like, you want a smartphone? Like, no, I want a dumbass phone. I want like a GED phone. I don't want my phone to be smarter than me. Because the phones ask you questions. Siri, we have to know that. We have to know that. Instagram, there's Instagram now. And if you're over 50, 60, I know you feel me because I'm 47 and I had trouble with that. You know how many times I try to take pictures with people in their 50s and 60s and we're just hugging each other? Like, which button? Like, just push this one. Okay, just push that one. Like, God, go get the Polaroid, get the Polaroid. We had Instagram in the 70s and nobody even called it. That's Polaroid, that's a Polaroid. So don't ever take one day for granted. Y'all be safe, have fun for the rest of the night, and I love my military. My name is Juan Villareal, thank you. Thank you. Stay away from the Raisin Brand.
What are you going to do? Let's go find out what else is going on at this event. Shall we go, Juan? Let's go see what the heck going on up in this camp.